guys. I hope that some of you chime in. Not ever having done a live stream before, I have no idea what to expect. You always hear about people doing this for the first time and not getting anybody to say anything. So we'll gotta start somewhere, though, right?
Yeah. Let's just roll. Let's roll with it.
This is my friend Eric, and
hello, everybody.
He's got his he's got a channel called Eric's Excursions. It's brand new, and he's been going gangbusters with it, and it's really motivated me to do more with my channel. And so it's really kind of lit a fire underneath me is what it's done. If you can hear us all right, let me know. If you can't hear us okay, let me know that likewise, because I'd hate for you guys to be trying to listen to us and not be able to hear us correctly. If there's any other kinds of adjustments I need to make, I would love to know it. So, being that I'm doing this for the first time, I'm just wondering if I'm going to be able to see my chats.
All right, let me do my classic introduction. All right, everybody, I'm Eric with Eric's Excursions. I'm going live. I'm here with Greg Boswell, and we're actually at Culver's right now. And these are the best hamburgers I've ever had. I'm eating one. Yes, I'm eating one with a fork. I know no one does that. I do it. Don't like to touch my food. Anyways, great food here. Beautiful night. We're just sitting outside. So I thought, hey, let's get together and live stream. So we're doing it. We're finally doing it. We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a long time. I've been set up for a live stream for actually for a couple of years and never pulled the trigger on it. You know, I don't know. I can't think of a good enough excuse, but I've had plenty of them. I'm eating a Butterfinger. What do they call it? Concrete mixer.
Frozen custard.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. I waited too long to dive into it, though, because it's already starting to melt. Paul, where are you from, if you're still listening? Man, what is the temperature today, do you think? Or right now?
Probably about 81, 80.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, it's not. It's 76. I looked at the thermometer. Yep.
It's very muggy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is humid.
Very muggy.
How's your day today?
Well, I did what you did, except I did it later. I went to the Punk Flea Fest. Is it called the Punk Flea Festival?
It was called the Punk Rock Flea Market.
Yeah, oh yeah, Punk Rock Flea Market. And it's not really my thing. I thought about recording it, but there's so much music.
Yeah.
And you know it's got to be copyrighted, and I just felt like I wouldn't even know how to remark on it.
Well, you know, I saw something today. I was watching YouTube, and I saw somebody filmed a video at one of the concerts that they have there right now, and they showed it on YouTube, and so it was a live concert. So how are they able to do that without getting any copyright strikes or anything?
Well, they probably do.
Oh, okay.
They're probably not relying on any kind of monetization.
Oh.
So, Paul, you're from North Carolina. I want to go to. I've never been to the Carolinas. I want to go. I've known a few people from Wilmington, but I'm unfamiliar with North Carolina at all. I should be in Charleston, South Carolina right now, because it was my intention to take a vacation there the last week of this month, but my mom having passed away abruptly ended that. And so what time I was going to spend doing that was I spent up in Georgia taking care of things on that end. But anyway, I'm not complaining. Life just happens that way. What are you guys doing tonight? And by the way, if you haven't checked out Eric's channel, it's called Eric's Excursions.
Pretty good. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, it's called Eric's Excursions, and he
AFKP?
Yeah, he's really been getting out there and getting excited about doing it. And like I said, it's really lit a fire underneath me. I love his enthusiasm about it. because I've been doing this for about 10 years now.
Man, I'm just having a great time doing it. I just love
Yeah.
getting out, gets me out of the house, gets me moving, makes me learn new things. I'm having to learn history on different places.
And you do it good too.
Thank you, man. I'm trying. It's a lot to memorize. Sometimes I have a cheat sheet. I need to get one of those monitors, man.
What do they call those?
What are those things called?
Prompt,
Yeah,
teleprompters.
teleprompter.
Yeah,
They
they
make it a little easier for me.
I've been curious about those.
I do see them for sale. I would imagine some people do use them, but I really don't want to go that route. I'd rather just
Right.
memorize the material.
I would think people would be able to tell if you're not being casual or impromptu. So yeah, you having done this, getting me excited about doing volumes of videos all over again has been refreshing to me, because it's made me see things through, for a lack of better words, through a rookie's perspective.
Right. Yeah.
And it's kind of done for me what it's doing for you presently. It's kind of restored my love for YouTube all over again. So what have you learned about making videos and the process of creating your own channel? What have you learned that you did not expect? We have not, by the way, we have not gone over these questions at all with each other. This is...
Yeah, you caught me off guard on that. That's a great question.
Yeah.
What have I learned?
What have you
Man.
learned that you didn't expect? Like, did you think it was going to be easier than what it is, or is it maybe not as hard as you thought it was going to be?
It's not as hard as I thought it would be. Well, sometimes, actually, let me take that back. It's a lot of work. It's not hard, but it is hard work.
You have to be mindful of it, don't you?
Yeah, and you constantly have to think about what you're going to film next. What might be interesting to this group of people. Because I know that when I make videos, sometimes it might not be interesting to this group of people, but it might be interesting to that group of people.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wish I could make something that would appeal to everyone, but that's tough to do. I mean,
Yeah, you just can't
tough.
please everybody. And you know what's funny to me is that you got a lot of people who tell you to basically pander to the masses. And if you do that, there's a lot of people who do that and are successful at it, but I think the problem with that is that you begin to lose your flavor for what you originally started out to do.
Yeah, because I kept on hearing, Eric, you need to have a niche. You need to find your niche, but I don't know if I want to find a niche. I enjoy doing everything. I mean, all kind of topics.
Even if it's not monetarily beneficial,
Right.
it's better to me, it's better to make it about what you want to do, because you're going to find people just like you. Because like I said before, it's YouTube, it's not they-tube.
Right.
And
Good point.
You can't keep guessing as to what everybody else wants, because some people are cut out for that. But
I mean, like for example, today they had the like you said earlier, the punk rock flea market in Lakeland,
right,
and it it's not really my thing. That's not my scene. It's not really my kind of music, but it was interesting to go check it out just to see how other people live. And it's a subculture.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And it's interesting, and you're trying to get your mind inside that subculture. Like, what is it that draws these people in? What do they find attractive about this?
I'm still asking myself that question.
The music is, it's kind of like the songs that I heard were kind of like Green Day, which actually didn't sound bad. The songs sounded, the music sounded pretty good. Some of it.
Yeah.
So, it's. I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting just to see the people. I mean, I saw some people that were just way out there, and I was just walking around and filming this, and I'm like saying to myself, "Wow!" That's all I could say.
Yeah.
Check out my shorts I did today. I filmed a couple of shorts at the punk rock flea market in Lakeland, and you'll see what I mean. I did walk around. I filmed a lot of it in the shorts. So I did 2-3 minute videos, and you'll be able to see what I did, just to give you an idea of what I saw today.
Yeah, that's one thing you've really embraced is the shorts, where I generally have no interest in making them, but I like your attitude about it. You're going to throw as much as you can up against the wall to see what sticks, and you take more risks than I do, which is why I think which is why I think you'll if you stay with this, you'll be successful at it.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying,
Yeah.
really enjoying it. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit like. Also, Greg Boswell. Now, he's established. He's been doing it for over a decade. Check out his channel. He's got great videos, all kind of content. But yeah, I want to keep on doing this. I'm enjoying it. I hope other people are enjoying it. I hope that my audience grows and I can pull more subscribers in. No, I'm not making any money. I have a full-time job, but this is something that I am enjoying doing on the side. So
Yeah.
just want to keep on doing it as long as I can, and hopefully
Yeah.
I keep that interest, and I think I will. I like changing up. Like tomorrow, for example, I'll be at Epcot, and there's a Queensryche concert. Great band from the early '90s. I know they had one big hit was Silent Lucidity, but they had some other songs.
I can't think of anything next. I probably know their music, but I couldn't tell you a thing about them.
It was a metal band, and the first time I saw that singer, and I cannot remember his name. First time I saw that singer, I saw him in a heavy metal. Do you remember like Band-Aid? All these artists would come together.
Yeah.
And well, there was one where all the heavy metal artists got together and did something like that. And I can't remember where it was. It probably had been like 1984, 85. And that singer from Queensryche was there. That's the first time I saw him.
Okay.
But he's got a great voice. Silent Lucidity was a fantastic song.
No, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I probably actually heard the song, but I couldn't tell you what
I just heard it the other day for the first time in
Yeah.
probably 35 years.
35 years. Yeah.
30-something years. I mean, when was 1991? A long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to tilt my camera for just a second.
Yeah, one of the things, this table that we're at is not very stable, so if you see the camera jiggling at all, that's because we keep hitting it, we keep touching it, and every time we touch it, it moves. So we're trying to be as careful as we possibly can. Anyway.
All right, so there's Sub. I'm going to try to pronounce your name. I can pronounce the syllables. Subra
I need to bring my reading glasses.
Joyoti Das. So I see your comment, and I'll tell you what helps me. Getting outside, you have to have a purpose. You got to keep on moving forward. No matter how you feel, you got to keep on going forward. You don't give in to those feelings. And but I'm sorry to hear that. But
What did you say? He said he's feeling so depressed?
Yeah, he's kind of down.
Why?
So, and he's just asking for some advice. So yeah, man.
Is it about YouTube?
No,
Or it's about life in
it
general?
sounds like he's just kind of down in his life right now, where he's at. And
Well, feel free to tell us anything you want to tell us, and maybe we can comment on it. We're certainly not experts, but we've lived life.
Yeah, man.
We're not spring chickens, and if there's something we can shed some light on, we would love to do that.
Yeah, please give us some details. I'm gonna call you Sub because I can't pronounce all those syllables, so I'm gonna call you Sub Das. So let me know what you're. Give us some details so I can maybe help out a little bit more. Maybe just give you some thoughts of mine, and maybe Greg can have some thoughts too, and to help you out.
And it could be that you just want to keep it private too. That's perfectly fine. You know, certainly we don't put any pressure on somebody to divulge something they didn't want to. But certainly hope you don't mind me snacking on this.
Yeah, sorry to be eating in front of you guys.
Well, I'm not sorry about eating it, but
yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
So,
I'm done. This is my last bite.
You just never know if people are going to be annoyed by that or not, right? Mm-hmm. Some people have some really strong feelings about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I was reading this afternoon, and this is really off topic. I was reading about the heroes of 9/11 that are never talked about, and they were talking about the people who have their own personal boats, like it could be commercial or private tugboats, private charters, anything else like that rescued people from Manhattan and Brooklyn on 9/11 and took them to safety. And they said it was a bigger rescue operation than Dunkirk was. I can't remember how many. I think 300-something thousand people were rescued in World War II in Dunkirk. And they said that in Manhattan and Brooklyn, it was like 500,000 to 750,000 people were rescued and brought to other shores during that time. And I've never heard about that before. And I think
I saw a movie on that.
there's a movie on it.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say there should be a movie about it. Should be a movie.
Who's that big pop singer, the young guy? I cannot remember his name. Man, what was that guy's name? Harry Styles. I think he was in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I saw a movie about. You talking about Dunkirk? Or you talking about 9/11?
Oh no, Dunkirk. I'm sorry.
Dunkirk. Oh, Dunkirk was good.
Yeah.
That was a really good.
Yeah,
movie.
I think he was in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Slay Girl. Slay Girl 13.
Wow, you're getting more comments than I am.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why am I? Sub,
Well-
are you still with us? Let us know. Thanks, Cheyenne. Appreciate it. What's up, Jose? We're at Culver's over here.
How many of you guys eat at Culver's? I honestly do not eat at Culver's very often. I mean, it's a rare thing. I eat, and I think it's only been like twice.
I come here once a week.
Yeah, and he comes here not sometimes more than that.
Sometimes.
You told me the other
Great
week you
hamburgers.
came 3 days in a row.
I usually get the chicken though. I gotta go easy with red meat, but that hamburger's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm having pot roast when I get home. So
All right, well, I'm gonna turn my camera sideways again if I need to read some
well, I would like to do.
AFK Peyton 15. What's up?
So he's reading comments off of his
Slay Girl 13.
off of his channel.
Sub Das. Sub.
Just trying to respond to those.
Hit us up. Let me know what's going on. All right, let me go sideways again. Get Greg in the frame.
Oh.
All right, so
Yeah. Check out. Make sure you check out Eric's channel, Eric's Excursions. You know, you were asking me earlier today because you had gone over to Ybor City
yeah,
and you made a video about. Well, you had mentioned. One of the things you mentioned was Teddy Roosevelt, right?
yeah, man, it's crazy. I've been running into all these locations and places where this guy has been, where this man has been. And, you know, close by my house, there was one place where I believe in Fort Fraser Trail.
Yeah.
I thought I had heard or learned that that was the trail he took, and it's still possible that he may have. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I need to double check that. But
Yeah, because I know he stopped in Tampa. Him and his Rough Rider stopped in Tampa on their
Right.
way to Cuba.
right, so I
Yeah.
think they came through Lakeland.
They did.
So Teddy Roosevelt, check this out. I went to Lake Beulah probably about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
I found the spot.
Did you really?
I found the spot. There's a whole monument. I wasn't even going to tell anyone this yet. I was going to make a video about it, which I'm going to. I'm going to make a video about this. So I found the spot where Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders, if anyone's a history buff, check it out. He came through Lakeland, Florida, and they camped around Lake Beulah. This had to be about 100 years ago, I'm guessing, wasn't it?
I can't remember when that. I can't remember when that was. I did know the dates off the top of my head, but yeah, probably a little more than 100 years ago.
Probably so. But they camped, and I've seen pictures of it. So they camped around Lake Beulah, and so I found a monument. Matter of fact, just a couple of hours ago, coincidentally, and so I was going to do a video on that once I'm able to get back out there. I started raining.
Oh.
So I did get some shots. I did make a short video of the memorial, the police memorial and the military 911.
Oh, so it's right there.
Yeah, it's all right in that same kind of area.
Okay.
It's a beautiful park. I didn't even know. I've lived in this town my entire life. I didn't even know that park was there. I had no clue.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Kara and I got married at that you remember the rose garden that used to be there?
No, I didn't.
There
know.
used to be a rose garden back there on that back side of Lakeland Center.
Oh, okay.
And that's where Kara and I got married.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it was just me,
Yeah.
her, and
I had no idea.
And one of my friend's mother and my two friends.
Cool.
But yeah, it's right. It's back there with all the other. They made that look really, really nice back there.
Yeah,
but so get this. So Theodore Roosevelt and his Rough Riders, they also camped around Lake Morton. There was like 26,000 of them. I didn't realize there was that many soldiers that had camped out with Teddy Roosevelt here in Lakeland around Lake Morton. And apparently, we'll have to look this up together. Maybe we'll do a video together about Theodore Roosevelt. Maybe not. Whatever. We can do whatever. But so there was meat that the troops were in need of meat really bad. So they had some meat shipped to them. It was terrible. They said it tasted like it had been embalmed.
I thought you were about to tell me they massacred those swans.
No, they didn't have swans until like the 1950s.
Okay, so
That's another thing.
We have a lake called Lake Morton.
Yeah.
In Lakeland, of course. You know, we've got a ton of lakes here. So in Lake Morton, which is downtown Lakeland, the Queen of England sent us a gift of several. What kind of swans are those? Just white swans?
I don't know. They're just white swans.
White swans and some black swans. So we still have those. Of course, the ancestors, you know, they kept on reproducing. So it's not the original ones.
The white swans you see down there now are direct descendants of the swans that Queen Elizabeth gifted to Lakeland.
Yeah.
And the reason she gifted them to Lakeland is because back in the 1920s, the swan population, the bird population, was getting eaten off by alligators, and somebody from Lakeland apparently had talked to Queen Elizabeth and said something about it, and she decided to do this. It's not a very good history. It's simply a distilled version of that, but nevertheless, it is interesting. But going back to Theodore Roosevelt, the meat that they sent them was like terrible. And
what kind of meat was it?
I don't know. It was whatever it was. It was just not. It just wasn't good meat. They wouldn't eat it. And there's another story that I heard from somebody. So this is third-party information. But we were told that, you know, Theodore Roosevelt had some of his crew were black soldiers. And when they had camped out down here, one of the soldiers went into a barber shop downtown Lakeland, but they didn't want to cut his hair because they didn't want to cut a black man's hair. And so somebody pulled out a gun and shot the barber.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That happened here, huh?
That happened here. And so that's what prompted them to leave Lakeland to go to Tampa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, I might be proven wrong about that. I heard that from somebody else. I've been looking for that information online and haven't found it yet, but it's a good story.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. So I did look up after I talked to you. I did look up stuff online. There was some Tampa Tribune articles.
Oh, okay.
Not about that, but about Theodore Roosevelt and the Rough Riders being in Lakeland. So I'll just share that with you later on.
Okay.
But you might want that.
And speaking of which, check out my video on my channel where I went to Ybor City. I just did it a few weeks ago. The one that says Teddy Roosevelt Rough Riders, but check that out. That location is where I filmed where the Rough Riders, Teddy Roosevelt, they all crossed over, and did they camp out there? And did they stay in Tampa as well?
I don't know, but I
nearby?
have heard that at a bar there, in one of the establishments, there's notches cut into the bar and into the wood. Indicating that they were Rough Riders. So I've never been there myself, but yeah. So Johnny's joined us. Johnny Fitz. I think he's been a viewer of mine for quite a while.
Okay. Cool.
And if I'm not wrong about that, but I'm glad to see him here.
All right, let's see if Sub checked back in. Let me see. Sub, where are you? Yeah.
I'm glad I have my laptop out because I thought watching, live streaming this horizontally, I thought that I would still be able to see comments on here. If I didn't have my laptop with me, I wouldn't be able to see any of them.
Yeah, I really need a laptop. It'd be a lot more helpful.
Yeah.
All right, guys, give me a second because I'm going to go order me a frozen custard. When you come to Culver's, you have to get the frozen custard. You don't come here and not get that. That's crazy. You have to.
Well.
So I'm going to leave you, Gray. If you're okay,
yeah.
Can you handle them for a while?
I'll put on my red rubber nose and my floppy shoes and entertain them.
I'll just be a couple minutes. Hang tight. Greg will entertain you with some history facts.
I don't know.
Or something. I'll be right back, okay? I got to get the frozen custard.
Yeah. All right. Got to get the custard.
Be right back.
All right, man. All right. So.
I left you with a few thousand people. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny. Culver's is great. Like, I don't come here often enough. Every time I come here with Eric and eat anything, I'm always wondering why I haven't come more often. I think I stopped at one. I think where was I at? Georgia? I think I went to, yeah, I went to Culver's up there. But I think Culver's original, didn't it start in Wisconsin or something like that? A little too pricey, but I think everything is a little too pricey now. In fact, my favorite restaurant to go to, if I want something affordable, is Chili's. If you can get the 3 for me, it's really inexpensive. You can get like something like nachos, not nachos, but chips and salsa, and a good burger platter with fries, and a soda for like $12 or $13. If you order that stuff separately, or in a different variation, it comes out to sometimes twice that much. It's a great deal, but it's spoiled me. So now it's hard for me to really spend the money anywhere else when I can get such a great deal there. But that's just me. That's just me. Well, oh yeah, Johnny, all is well. All is well for right now. I keep our fingers crossed because you never know what's around the corner, do you? Life is full of surprises. I hope you're doing well too. And I'm looking on Eric's thing here. Okay. So Cheyenne says, "You guys are so cool." Well, listen, Cheyenne, I'm gonna leave that between you and I. Don't tell Eric. I won't tell Eric that you think he's cool. Don't let that get into his head. Okay, I'll tell him. Listen, Cheyenne says that we're super cool.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Cheyenne.
Okay, I'll take it when I can get it.
All right, this is the frozen custard. It's really good. It's more dense, richer, thicker than ice cream. So once you do this, it's hard to go back to regular ice cream. This is.
It tastes better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I was thinking something a little more along the lines of it would taste a little more like frozen
Egg,
yogurt,
like
or something.
eggy or something.
Right.
But no, not
Yeah.
at all. It's
Yeah.
not like that at all. It's just more dense, thicker ice cream, richer.
So let me tell you guys how I know Eric. It's hard for me to pin down exactly when I met him. He might remember that better than me, but I moved to Lakeland in 85, 86, something like that. It seems like Eric is one of those people I have seen around the entire time I've lived in Lakeland. Even when I didn't know him, I'd see him
I hear that a lot.
everywhere.
I hear that a
He was
lot.
always on his bike.
That's what I heard
Always-
my entire life.
And he still is.
And you guys see my biking, whoever subscribed to my channel, you've seen my biking videos. So I do ride my bike a lot. I've been doing it since I was a kid. So sub, if you're listening, go get a bike and ride. It will help you. Get outside, man. Exercise.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah,
but
that's true. I probably have 6 bikes at my house.
Wow.
None of which I hardly ever ride. But yeah, back when I first started talking to you was when Old Navy was at the Lakeland Square Mall.
You know, I remember running to you there, but
Was there a
I
time
think-
before that?
yeah, I think we met at the Chinese restaurant that we.
You know
So-
what? You're probably right.
Yeah, back in like early 2000s, I think.
And we used to eat lunch there together all the time.
I'd meet you there. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that might be what it was.
that's how.
That might be what it was.
Yeah. That's
Well, it doesn't really surprise me they don't have a lot of viewers yet because this is just kind of
Well,
sprung on you guys.
Here's
all
the
of a
thing.
sudden.
It doesn't tell right there. That number is not accurate because when you're done streaming, you'll see a very different number.
Ah.
It'll be completely different.
Well, see, on my laptop, it doesn't even show me how many people are watching.
It doesn't. You won't know until after it's over.
Ah, okay.
And then you'll be shocked sometimes. You're
Okay.
like, wow, I didn't know that many people were watching.
Interesting.
Like, even if you think nobody's watching, there are people that are watching. You just can't tell for some reason. I don't know if the thing on YouTube is broken where it gives you that indicator.
You know, I have a feeling, though, Eric, that your people are probably watching this vertically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because your feed is coming up this way, and your markers are
I need
on
to fix
top. So you probably need to put it vertical because they're probably having to tilt their head like I am when I'm trying
Oh,
to read
crap.
when I'm trying to read the comments.
All right.
There you go.
Is that better,
There you-
guys?
yeah.
Let me know. Can someone message and say, is that better, or is it, or were you able to see both of us sideways? I mean, which way do you turn? Let me know if anyone's still out there.
I think doing this way with the laptop is probably the best way to do it. I mean, so Insta360, you might want to know this, Eric. Insta360, we're right next to a highway, so it's pretty noisy. And if we can figure out a better place to do this, we will. But Insta360 has a webcam that is really, really good. It's like better than what we're using with our phones. You can stick it on here and look at your laptop at the same time. Because webcams off your laptop are crap. Mm-hmm. They're just terrible. But this 360 camera is supposed to be really good.
All right.
I might actually have to invest in that.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. So are you reading anything right now?
You mean as far as books?
Yeah.
I mean, I read the Bible every day, but other than that, no.
No?
No, that's pretty much the only thing I read, I think, right now. I just finished a book, but...
My reading time has cut down since I started trying to focus more on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's but I don't mind. Because it's like you said, you know, it gives you some sense of purpose, gets you out of the house, gets you doing things.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that every man needs, is you need to have something to do all the time. I have a couple of videos coming out this week about becoming a man of action. These motorcycles, man. That's not even a motorcycle. That's just a car. Anyway, it's good to be. I remember my mother, God rest her soul, she said years ago to me, in terms of attracting women, what she told me was, women love to see a man in motion. Okay, which kind of makes me think of that St. Elmo's Fire theme song,
a man on a mission, a man that has purpose.
Yeah, so, but not that it should be our only motive, but if you're feeling depressed and you've got to find a reason to get up every morning, and you got to know why you're doing what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be that you have to make a big shift in your life. Just find purpose in what you're already doing. Okay, so we have Shane's beer here. I remember seeing him quite a few times on my comments, I think. Hey Greg, view looks good. We can see you both well. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Yeah, we were trying to figure out how we were going to do this, whether we were going to put the phone at the end of the table or in front of us. I'm glad we did it this way, because I think we would have had trouble hearing us sitting further back.
I think I need to reconfigure my camera, though.
Eric's having a little bit of trouble with his camera.
Well, I'd rather do it horizontal like yours, but...
yeah, but you would have to have something like this. You'd have to have a laptop in front of you to see the comments, because obviously it's not going to scroll down for me. I thought it would.
Let me see if anyone...
Unless it's an option I could choose and I don't know about it.
Let me know if you guys, if this is okay on your screen, or is it, is it horizontal, and how's this looking? Please let me know if anyone's watching.
See, I like that, but I just think that I don't know. I'm guessing, and your viewers need to let you know. Like, are you watching on Eric's channel? Are you having to do this to look at his video, or are you seeing it horizontally? Because on my iPhone, when I set this up, it asked me whether I want to stream vertically or horizontally. So, Johnny asked, oh, hey Greg and guest, any advice on creating your own brand or business? I'm probably not the right guy for that. I'm not a business-minded person. I have a feeling that I probably could do a lot more and a lot better on YouTube or whatever, maybe in life altogether, if I was more business-minded, but I'm just not.
There is this thing about branding. I see a lot on social media about your brand, and I've never gone that deep into it, but I've never promoted myself so much in my entire life until I got this YouTube channel. When I did that, I went into full beast mode on promoting myself.
Yeah.
You have to take pictures. It's weird. It goes against your. Not everyone's like that. Some people really
I know
like
what you're
that.
saying, though.
But it's kind of it's weird. You got to take
Because
pictures.
it makes you feel somewhat narcissistic.
Yes, it comes across,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
it comes across a little bit narcissistic, especially on
Right.
social media. It comes
Right.
across like this guy's a real narcissist. He's in love with the way he looks, or something. But
Yeah,
you have to promote
right.
yourself, regardless of what people think. You got to take pictures of yourself. People want to see you on camera.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you look like. They just want to see who's talking. They want to get to know you as a person. And this is the way that we can connect with you. You connect with us. And, but yeah, you have to promote yourself, take pictures, put a lot of social media attention out there. I post on YouTube as well as Facebook. And so I'm just trying to put it out there. I'm not trying to oversaturate, overkill it, but you have to, your face has to be known, and you have to get out there in your community, even if it's not something that you're really, it's not your thing. It's really not my thing, but I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it, but
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the difficult thing about, for me, with social media. Lewis, he said, "Hello, Greg." Hey, Lewis. Good to see you. One of the difficult things about a platform like this is this very thing you're talking about. When I shaved my beard off, you'll notice I didn't take selfies. The only reason I was taking selfies at all was because of the beard. But I was promoting beard products and things like that. But you have to do that. And if you're going to be a talking head on a video, you have to do that. So when you're talking about any advice on brands or business, it really depends on what your platform is, because your platform may not be social media. It may not be doing this kind of thing right here. So if you're talking about something else, that would be completely out of my depths. I wish I could tell you. So Mark Zinda says, "Good evening, guys. The video feed is great. I'm from the Tampa Bay area." Oh, cool.
oh,
That's really cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So what's the main topic of your conversation tonight? Well, we don't have a main topic. I
Yeah,
wish I had a main topic to talk about, because I probably would have planned this.
We're winging it, man. We're not
And
prepared.
I'll probably have to add a title to this later on. We would love to receive any questions from you guys to talk about, and we're just doing this on the fly. So yeah.
Yeah, so Tampa, that's cool. So
Yeah, so Mark, you might like some of Eric's stuff, because he's gone over to Ybor City, like we were talking about.
so much history out there.
Yeah.
Tampa.
Oh, I did a Tampa Riverwalk night video a couple years ago.
Cool.
And that's when I had the Pocket 2 camera. It was okay in low light. Now I've got the Pocket 3 camera. I want to go back and do that, because the Tampa Riverwalk at night is beautiful. I think it's like, a 2-mile stretch. But it's the way it's lit up at night is really cool. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you should go over there.
2 miles, huh?
Yeah, if you get a Pocket 3, you
Yeah,
can make a cool night video.
That's quite a hike, man. 2 miles to.
Yeah. Well, you can also get your bike. There's a lot of people on bikes over there.
That'd be cool.
Day and night, so it wouldn't take you very long to
Get
bike
a,
it.
get a GoPro for that.
Yeah. So I made a video yesterday. It was it's probably close to an hour and a half. Just a walking video of downtown Lakeland. And I mapped it out prior to going out, and I mapped it out to be 3 miles long. I kept taking wrong turns. So I don't know if it's gonna end up being 3 miles or not, but yeah, it's a beautiful video. I go around Lake Morton. You were talking about the swans.
Yeah.
And the swans are out galore right now, and they're all nesting. They've all got these eggs.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So a couple months ago, wasn't there a story about people stealing black swans?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So
Wow,
I guess there was a
crazy.
couple guys that stole some black swans. They recovered them, and everything. But they take the safety of their swans seriously here. And but I go around that lake. It's going to take me a little bit to get edited, not much. So I don't know if it'll be up this week or next week, but it'll give you a chance to see just how beautiful Lakeland is. It makes me feel, just walking around making that video makes me feel lucky to be living here.
Yeah.
I feel very fortunate.
It's a beautiful city.
It's a beautiful city. I think it's like ranked number 4, or
Is
it was.
It really? Wow.
Number 4 in the nation, 4th best city to move to.
Maybe that's why everybody was moving here in like 2021, 22. I mean,
We have too many people in Lakeland.
we have a lot of people living here now.
Yeah.
Before,
Too many people.
it was once a small town. It's not anymore. We're packed. I don't know where everybody came from, but they all came to Lakeland. Matter of fact, I saw on different news channels, national news, that Lakeland was one of the top cities that people were moving to. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know what was drawing people in. It's not like a lot of people have heard of Lakeland, in other states. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, you know what's weird about that is my brother. My brother lives up in Minnesota. He's been there pretty much all of his life, and his wife's family, like her sister and her extended family, a lot of them moved to Lakeland.
Oh,
Yeah, and they live out there across from Geico,
really?
that subdivision out there.
Huh.
And it's really weird. I keep telling my brother maybe that's a sign that you need to move down here, but he'll never move to Florida. I don't think he'll ever move. I wish he would, because him and I love hanging out together. But yeah,
Well, okay, yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
I would want to. Have you ever been to Minnesota?
You know what? Actually, one time I was with my friend Brian. We went on a ski trip to went snowboarding in Whistler. So it's 2 hours north of Vancouver. But when you fly there, we stopped in Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Okay.
I went to the Mall of America,
Yeah, yeah.
and so they have an entire circuit, not circus.
Yeah,
A
a theme
fair,
park. A theme park inside.
basically
Yeah.
inside.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it's crazy. They have a theme park inside of this
crazy, isn't it?
mall. Yeah, they have
Yeah, it's
huge
crazy.
Ferris wheel and roller coasters, different kind of rides, flume ride, water ride, whatever, all inside
Yeah,
a mall.
yeah. It's crazy.
So I guess you can go there any time of year. Always great weather, right? Outside it might be freezing,
yeah,
but inside
mall, yeah.
controlled environment.
I went to that mall and I wasn't as enchanted with it as I thought I would be. And I thought Mall of America was big, and it is. But if you ever watch walk tour videos of China, in China, malls are a huge thing. Like they are not. Yeah, they're not.
I did not know that.
They're not dying over there. Those malls are thriving, and they're massive.
Interesting.
Just massive malls.
So are you telling me that capitalism is taking root over there?
I don't know. So, but I would love to go to China and visit their malls, because they have everything, and there's a lot of stores that are in English. But so my brother lives in Andover, and which is like right outside of Minneapolis over there, and we lived in Anoka, which is the Halloween capital of the world. We lived in Anoka, which is the
Halloween capital.
Yeah.
You think that the Halloween capital would be what is that, New York?
Salem?
Well, no, it's not Salem. It would be where Sleepy Hollow, Legend of Sleepy Hollow
I don't know.
took place. Because matter of fact,
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
though.
you can go there during Halloween time, and it gets packed, that city or that town. If anyone knows, is it called Sleepy Hollow?
I don't know.
It's in New York, and they have a legend, of course, of the Headless Horseman. And so
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
go there, and I guess some guy dresses up as the Headless Horseman and rides around the town. But one of my favorite cartoons from my childhood.
So Mark says, new weekly conversation. It's in the form of a question. New weekly conversations from Culver's video drops. Hey,
This could be possible.
Maybe.
I mean, it's good food.
Cool. You're right here too. The entire state of Florida is now packed. Yeah.
It is busy. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
that.
I saw the other day how many millions of people lived in Florida, and it's staggering. Just absolutely staggering. Except in North Florida. It's less populated. And believe it or not, North Florida is where all the really cool things are at. All the places you want to visit. Like if you go onto Instagram, and these people who do travel videos, and they tell you this is where you should go, this is where you should visit in Florida. It's always North Florida.
Not-
Unless you're talking about Miami Beach.
Not
or
to
something.
mention, it's breathtakingly beautiful. I mean, it's rolling green hills,
Yeah.
a lot of pine trees, a lot of springs,
A lot of springs, yeah.
all kind of beautiful parks, a lot of places for horses, horse riding, that kind of thing. It's like Ocala areas is known for, horses.
Oh, yeah.
You have
Yeah,
the-
because your brother has.
yeah.
Yeah, see, I never knew. I went and visited Ocala last year, and I never knew until I went there that horses were such a big deal there. It's like you said, the horse
Oh
capital
man,
of the world.
it's crazy big.
Yeah.
They have the World Equestrian Center, so people come from all over the world. I mean, the biggest names come in to compete at the World Equestrian Center. They for horse jumping, show jumpers is what they call it, show jumping. Huge jackpots, and I think they have a big one coming up. I think it's for $1 million, something like that. But it's just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I
that.
would love to go there.
Love coming out there. My brother has a horse farm. It's like a ranch, and it's just beautiful out there. I love going out there. It's like a mini vacation. When I do go out there, they have I think it's like 80 stalls, something like that. But it's a pretty good sized property, 30 acres. And
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go up there with you
yeah,
sometime.
you need to, man.
Yeah.
We'll have Boswell meet us.
Yeah. Well, we need to go up there and that one place you went to. What was the World Equestrian Center? That place looks magnificent.
Yeah, we call it WEC.
Yeah.
And, it's like the Walt Disney World for horses. So if you're into the
That's an interesting way
if
of
you're
putting it.
into anything to do with horses, you're going to know about that place, and that's a place you'll definitely want to go check out. But it's incredible. I mean, I love going there,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of fun. Just a nice getaway. It's not a busy town, so it's you're not dealing with all the crowds, and everything's kind of spread out.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It is 9:45,
Oh.
and Culver's
late.
closes at 10. I don't want to overstay my welcome. They're not pushing us out of here or anything like that. I also don't want them to feel like they have to. So, maybe we have a few more minutes. We don't have to shut it down at the moment.
No, we got a few more.
We have a few more minutes, so maybe 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. But you were mentioning Sleepy Hollow earlier. So Washington Irving wrote all those stories.
Yes, a matter of fact, Washington Irving is buried in Sleepy Hollow. So his grave, he was buried. I guess he lived there, and he
Okay.
died there, and so that was always the legend for Sleepy Hollow was the Headless Horseman. So that story was written. Then Walt Disney took the story and turned it into a cartoon, which I loved that cartoon when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Oh, I did too.
I still watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great classic cartoon.
So he was like a rock star back in his day.
Yeah.
He was considered the first.
so.
He was considered America's first author.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was considered America's.
Cool.
He had like rock star status.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
I mean, they didn't have that term back then, obviously.
Yeah.
But there were people who that kind of status in different fields has always existed,
Right.
and he was one of those people. Every genre has their thing. Like Paganini, the violinist Paganini.
Oh.
Back, I don't know when he lived. Back, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, he was a rock star, and women just threw themselves at him.
Huh.
So those kind of things it's funny because those kind of things have always been around.
Right.
Yeah. And someday we'll get there with our YouTube channel. No, we're better off if we don't.
Speaking of which, about grave sites and famous notable people that have passed on. That's an interesting. I've delved into it a couple times. I've done a local prominent individual, the owner of Publix. I did that for it's interesting for people that are local that shop at Publix. A little bit about Lakeland history. George Jenkins. I did a video on his grave site, and then I did recently, a few weeks ago, I did one on America's oldest man, and he died. He claimed to be 137 years old. Check out that video on Eric's Excursions.
Yeah,
And,
I wonder how many other graves are like that. Not that old, but I don't
Yeah.
even know where that graveyard is at in Bartow.
Yeah, it's I can't believe I found it, but yeah.
At first, I was wondering if it was this oak. Was this cemetery over here? But it's not. It's,
No,
it's something in Bartow.
no.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Well, Shane says it's only 6:45 in Oregon,
Oh,
so
wow.
they're 3 hours behind there. Yeah, I have a brother that lives in the state of Washington, and I don't know if he's 3 or 4 hours behind us. But I would think Oregon and Washington would have the same time zone, unless it splits there somewhere. But I would love to go up there. I've never been to that side of the country. Not that far over. The farthest west I've ever been is Texas, like Dallas area, San Antonio. But I would love to go to the northwest. The walk videos I see up there, the hiking trails and all that, absolutely magnificent.
I've been to Vancouver, but that's not America. It's not the United States.
I've seen some pretty places. Like
actually, Vancouver, I hear, is not that nice anymore. I heard it tanked.
Yeah.
It went downhill.
If you're talking about the city.
Yeah. I mean, it's been many years since I've been there, but
Canada's struggling.
Yeah.
With so many things right now.
Whew. Man, that's a whole nother topic. I don't know if we want to get into. We're still clear of them.
I'm not savvy enough to really comment.
I'm not either. There's a lot of other people that can comment 10 times better than me on those topics.
Okay, so Shane says it is the same time zone in Washington, and Nicholas says hi. Hey, Nicholas Z bearded. I'm trying to think if I'm sure I know you from YouTube somehow. I'm trying to jog my memory. But, yeah. Well, should we start thinking about cutting it down, Eric?
Yeah, I think so. I gotta get up really early tomorrow. And I'm going to be back at Epcot, though, in the afternoon. So I'm working in the morning, and then I'm going to head over to Epcot for the...
Yeah, he's got an annual pass. I used to have one, but he gets the luxury of being able to go anytime he wants and go there and make videos.
It's fantastic. But tomorrow, if anyone is a music fan, a heavy metal fan, Queensryche is playing at Epcot. And if you remember the song Silent Lucidity, that was probably their biggest hit. I don't remember the name of the other songs, but...
I wonder if they'll play that.
But I think contractually, I thought they were obligated. Typically, from what I always heard, is that whenever they have an artist come, they're contractually obligated to play their hit song. But I could be wrong, because I recently saw Blue October. And for the first time out of all the concerts I've been to there, well, I was there for the second set. I was there for the second set, and they did not play their big hit, the one that they were known for. That
That must have been disappointing for a lot of people.
Well, yeah, if you're only going to see one set, at least play your hit. And they played a lot of music I didn't know, and I even had one of their albums I used to. They would be more one of the.
I bet you're still holding out for Debbie Gibson, though, huh? She's still touring. I think she was at Epcot.
She'll probably end up at Epcot eventually.
I think she has been.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's funny.
Maybe so. Everyone's been there. It seems like, or will be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
But yeah, probably better shut it down. I want to thank everyone for joining me and Greg here. My viewers, check out Greg Boswell's channel. Really great channel.
And definitely check out Eric's Excursions.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please check it out. And,
it just it would help him grow, and and being that we're friends and everything, I'll do anything I can to help him.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I'm not near as successful as a lot of people, but what I do know, I'll definitely share with you. I'll definitely tell you. Who knows how far it will get you, but hopefully it'll get you further than me. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
We'll try to make it a point. We'll try to make it a point of doing more live streams. This is for me. He's already been doing them, but for me, this is just a matter of getting my feet wet and getting acclimated to doing them. But maybe we'll announce it more in advance next time, so you guys will have a way of knowing about it, and that way you can schedule your time for listening to this. So
yeah, I'll have to do a better job of notifying my viewers also. But hey, we went live without a net.
Yeah,
and I loved it. It was great. No script, no topics planned out.
Yeah,
All right, guys. This was raw. Anyways, thank you guys.
We'll see you the next time.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.